I want to talk quickly about the difference between arc length and arc measure. Arc length is a distance that you might be able to walk or drive or fly. And arc measure is an angle. So you would measure it in, say, degrees or radians. You can think of distance as, something that you could walk along. And the angle opening might have to do with the opening of a door or the turning of a knob. You might also think of it as the sweep of your gaze. If you are standing here at the center of this circle and you look out here and then you sweep your gaze across this distance, that would be an arc measure measured in degrees or radians. The differences in symbols you would see over here, that arc length is denoted with the symbol L, whereas arc measure is denoted with theta, or you might see alpha. Sometimes you'll see X. The formulas for these two guys are also different. The formula for arc length is the central angle, that's this guy coming out of the middle, divided by 360, or 2 pi if you're using radians, multiplied by the circumference. And the circumference is the entire edge of your circle. So we only want a piece of that edge. That means that when you're looking for arc length, the two things that you need are the radius and your central angle. When you're trying to calculate the measurement of an arc measure, you don't need the radius. You only need the central angle right here in the middle, because the arc measure and the central angle are going to be the same number. If the central angle was 30 degrees, then your arc measure would be 30 degrees. There's also the relationship between your arc measure and your inscribed angle. If your inscribed angle, let's use a different color here. If your inscribed angle right here is sweeping out to make this arc measure, then that angle is half the size of your arc measure. So if my arc measure is 30, that means my inscribed angle would be 15 degrees. So the big differences between arc length and arc measure is that arc length is a distance. Arc measure is an opening or a sweeping or a turning. One is measured in inches, centimeters, kilometers, miles, whereas the other is measured in degrees or radians. And there are different formulas for each. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Happy mathing.